Follow me here. I can't hear this alone. Just listen and learn from this man.
If there is one thing you should be afraid of in this world, it is not God. It is not even the devil. It is this one thing called religion. Religion is the only thing that has the power to transform an intellectual into something worse than an illiterate overnight. I tell you for a fact. Let me tell you a story. When I was in secondary school, my physics teacher happened to be a member of the same church with me. And while in church, he was a Sunday school teacher. So my physics teacher, when we went to school, he was teaching us about the dispersion of light. And in that topic, he was teaching us how the rainbow is formed. He told us in class that the rainbow is formed when white light, which naturally comes from the sun, passes through raindrops and is dispersed into different colors. These colors, because they have different frequencies and different wavelengths, they bend differently and form what we call a rainbow. That was beautiful, that was scientific, and that is something that is even proven experimentally in a laboratory. You can create a rainbow if you follow this principle. Okay, he taught us this in class during the week. The following Sunday, we were in church and he was performing his duty as a Sunday school teacher. What shocked me is that this same man who explained to us scientifically how a rainbow was formed was now teaching us from the book of Genesis chapter 9. And he told us that God is the one who put a rainbow in the sky in order to remind himself not to destroy the earth again with a flood. Can you see how conflicted this human being is? Me as a young man growing up, do you know the kind of confusion that this created in me as a young man? Now, on the one hand, I have science, which is evidence. I have proof how the rainbow is formed. On the other hand, I have religion telling me that the rainbow is formed because God created it and put it there as a covenant to remind himself. Already, I even have a problem with the fact that God has to remind himself when he is God and he's supposed to know everything. But that is on the side. The same thing is happening to each and every one of you who are religious people. And when I talk about religion here, I'm not just specific about Christianity, Islam, or whatever religion you practice. There is some stupid things that you believe and that are conflicting with science and the science you learned in school. But you always prefer to follow what your belief teaches you more than the science. And all the money you spent going to school, all the years you spent going to school to learn all those things become useless. Because your religion deconstructs all the investments you have put in yourself to acquire knowledge. For example, for the Muslims, you will see somebody who is a PhD holder. Every year he's traveling to Mecca. Someone built a wall, painted it, and told you that this wall is the devil. And you are spending your money to travel there to go and stone that wall. Are you okay? In the same way, you will see a PhD holder in biology believing the story that a snake spoke in the Bible, like a snake was able to articulate human words. When you know fully well from your biology lessons that for you to be able to speak, you need vocal cords. And you know that a snake does not have vocal cords, yet you are believing that a snake spoke human language. Is there not something wrong with your head? What is the use of your education? If after spending those years and all the money you invested going to school, you still come around and carry this belief in your head that a snake is capable of articulating human words, you believe that a donkey spoke, are you not stupid? After all the education, you have wasted time and wasted money. That is how religion makes people become stupid overnight. You are a PhD holder in biology. You believe that a virgin was able to conceive without sex. Are you okay in your head? That is how religion makes you look stupid and foolish, because they told you lean not on your own understanding. Why would God give you a brain if he does not want you to use it? Think, guys. Religion is the only thing that will rubbish all those your degrees and qualifications.